Hello, hello, hello. It is Cassandra Terry, your manifesting miracle maker, and it is Transformation Tuesday. We've got the first day of the week behind us, and we are sliding into Tuesday. For those of us who are just starting our day, we want to make sure that our mindset is right, that we're focused, that we're clear on what it is that we desire, and that we have a positive mindset. We believe that we can have the things that we desire. We believe that we deserve the things that we desire, and we are working consistently towards having those things. So, welcome to this morning's broadcast. Again, I'm Cassandra Terry. You can find me on just about any form of social media under my name, but you can also find me under Manifesting Miracle Makers, manifesting underscore miracle underscore makers. That is what I believe. I believe that we can have the life that we desire, and it begins with our mindset. So we talked about that quite a bit yesterday, and I shared with those who joined me a checklist that you can use to check your mindset. It had lots of questions about how you think about yourself, how you think about things, how you respond to things, and those questions would really help you to dig in and to understand how it is you're thinking and seeing yourself. So if you missed that yesterday and you would like the checklist, feel free to DM me and I will send it right over. It's something that I offer free whenever people join my mailing list anyway. But for those of you who are live with me every day, by all means, join my mailing list. I've got a private Facebook group as well called Clearing the Path. But regardless of whether or not you do that, I would like for you to have this checklist. So just DM me and I'll send it right over. It's a self-esteem checklist to really help you dig in and understand how you see and feel about you. But today it's Tuesday. It's a new day. Today is Transformation Tuesday. We talk about transformation every week on Tuesday. And what I really wanted, I was thinking about it last night, and it's like, okay, we want to transform. We recognize where we are. We recognize where we would like to be. How do we bridge that gap? What are the things that we need to do to move from point A to that ultimate point B, realizing the life that we desire, realizing a particular goal that we have for ourselves, whatever the case may be, know where you are. I liken that to going to the mall. You go to the mall, you're trying to find the new store, and you go to the directory and you find that store on the directory so you can get there, right? What is it close to? But that's only part of the story. The other thing that you have to do is find out where you are. Where are you on the map? That star on the map that says you are here. That's a good data point. Recognizing where you are and recognizing where it is you would like to go, putting those two together gives you the information that you need to chart the course to be successful. You need both pieces of information. So don't ever be frustrated about where you are. Just realize that it's a starting point, it's a data point, it's what you need to build the roadmap to where it is that you would like to go. And don't think about it as anything more than that. Don't beat yourself up. Don't I should have did this and I should have been there. All of that is wasted energy. Focus on understanding, realizing where you are, and then where you want to go. Those two data points, we can get busy from there. We can build a plan, we can create the roadmap and put the activities in place for you to achieve whatever it is that you're after if you know those two pieces of information. So today I wanted to look at transformation and give you one, two, three, four, 5 steps. I think I lost some of my numbers. One, two, three, four, 5 steps. And the first thing we want to do is think it. You have to think about what it is that you desire and be really, really clear about that. We've talked about goal setting. We've talked about what a real goal looks like. We've talked about the difference between goals and dreams. If you have a goal, You have to have some action plans around that. And but the first thing you need to be really, really clear about is what it is that you want. You have to allow yourself to dream. You have to shut up that inner critic who's telling you can't, you shouldn't, you're crazy to be thinking about doing this, that, or the other at your age. Women don't do this, men don't do that. No one in your family's ever accomplished this. You have all these messages playing in your head. And if you allow them to, they will hold you back. They will shackle you to your past. They will keep you from moving forward. Tell that inner voice to hush. You are a woman or a man on a mission. You've got some things that you're going to accomplish, and that's just all there is to it. So quiet that inner voice and decide, make a decision about what it is that you want. And you have to ask yourself some things. If money is no object, if time was no object, if I didn't have the obligations that I do, start to remove the constraint on your life and just dream. Dream about the things that are important to you. Dream about the life that you would like to live. What does it look like? Where are you? Who are you spending time with? What are you wearing? What are you driving? How does it feel? I mean, allow yourself to go there. Just get into it. Feel the experience, see yourself walking in that light, see yourself experiencing whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and really emotionally connect to that thing and settle into it. Visually, mentally, experience it. So you have to remove those constraints and get really, really clear about what all of that is. What does your life look like if you're actually living life that you would like to have? What does it look like? Once you're clear about that, then you've got to believe it. That's step 2. You have to believe it in 2 ways. You have to believe that you're capable of getting there. You are capable of accomplishing what the things that you really desire. And then you have to believe that you deserve it. You have to believe that you're capable, and you have to believe that you deserve it. If you believe those things, if you just believe those things, we haven't done anything yet. We're still in our head. We haven't taken a single action. We're thinking about what we want, and we are telling ourselves that we deserve the life that we desire, and we're capable of accomplishing the life that we desire. So it all begins with your mental and emotional state. If you can work on that, you will be amazed at the things that will get out of your way. You will be amazed at how your life will start to align for you to have the things that you were one day dreaming about, one day thinking about. Now, all of a sudden, those things are starting to show up for you, or at least the path to get there is starting to become clearer. So you can absolutely have the life that you want. But before you do anything, before you get busy, before you take that class, before you get involved in whatever activities, make sure it's really what you want. So you've got to think it through. You've got to see yourself in that light and see how it feels. Does this feel good? Do I look good in this space? Is this where I really want to be? Okay, now I know what I want. Now I believe that I'm capable of having it, and I believe that I deserve it. And now that those 2 things are out of the way, we're moving over to step 3, and now you've got to plan it out. And that's where I come in. I've got goal setting workbooks. I do workshops. I work with people all the time in the goal setting arena, but you can Google things too. There's so many things that are out there about goal setting. So this is not a sales pitch. These are the things that you can do to have the life that you desire. And hey, I'm here to help if you feel like you need it. So next thing is planning it out. What does that thing look like? And we start with the big picture. Remember when you were dreaming in step 1 and you were seeing this fabulous life, or you were seeing yourself walking across the stage, getting your degree, you were seeing yourself purchasing your new home, you were seeing yourself married and with a family, whatever that dream is, the big picture, you start with that. That's the end goal. We see that. But because it's so big, we talk about it all the time, it can be overwhelming. So we don't want our goal to be something that we're afraid of, something that we get frustrated about, something that we lose patience over. So in order to manage all that possible negative emotion and negative self-talk that can come up, girl, you're never going to get there. In order to manage all that, you start with the big goal in mind, and then you start to break it down. So if by the end of the year I want to accomplish this thing, I've got to ask myself, well, how much time is left in the year? All right, today's April 4th. So the first quarter is behind me. So 3 months are gone. I've got 9 months. So of those 9 months, this big goal, what can I do each quarter? There's 3 quarters left in the year to move me towards this goal by the end of reaching it by the end of the year. So you break it down. So there's 3 quarters left. So in Q2, I want to do this much. In Q3, I want to do this much. And at the end of Q4, the goal is accomplished. Okay. So we're starting to get there. So it's not so big. We've broken it down into smaller pieces, but we can keep going. We can keep peeling it back. So now I'm in quarter 2. I've got April, I have May, and I have June. What am I going to do each month of the quarter to make sure that I accomplish what I wanted to get done in Q2? So now I've broken it down farther. I've got a definitive answer for what it is I want to accomplish for the month of April. Well, the month of April is 30 days. So what am I going to do? It's 4 or 5 weeks. What am I going to do each week? So week 1, I want to do this. Week 2, I want to do that. Week 3, I'm going to accomplish that. And you just keep going and you break that goal down. Well, each week has 7 days. Are we going to take Sundays off? Is Saturday a self-care day? So I'm only working on this for 5 days. Am I working on it all 7 days? You get to decide. This is your personal plan, your goals, the life that you want to lead. So then you decide, okay, of my week, I'm working 5 days. I'm taking my weekends off, putting my feet up. I'm not doing anything. So for the 5 days of the week, here's what I'm going to do Monday through Friday, week 1, to move me towards accomplishing what I want for the month of April. And then at the end of April, you take a look. You reassess. How did I do? Did I accomplish what I had set out for April? You got to answer that. Okay. If I did, I'm poised and ready to move into May. And I've done the same thing. I've broken down what I'm going to do each week. And I've broken each week down into my daily activities so that I'm constantly taking little steps towards the end goal. And what am I going to also do at the end of April? I'm gonna praise myself. I'm gonna recognize that I'm getting there. And if I missed out something, maybe I need to put that at the top of the list for May. What I'm not gonna do is beat myself up and spend a lot of energy spinning about shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to take the data. I'm going to look at what's real, and then I'm going to use that to adjust my plans so that in the end I still get there. So maybe in April I had 5 activities that I needed to accomplish. I only got 4 of them done. What am I focused on? I'm going to celebrate the fact that I got those 4 done, and then I'm going to look at this 5th one. What happened? Not, I can't believe I didn't do that. And just throw out the 4 because I'm so focused on the one thing that I didn't accomplish. No, that one thing, that's an important data point. We're going to celebrate the 4, and then we're going to learn from the one that we didn't get done. Why didn't I get that done? Was there something in my belief system about this particular thing? Did I pack too much into the month? Did I over plan and try to do more than what was realistic? Do the analysis, assess your month, and then you take that data and you use that to be even better in May. So now in May, I've got this one thing hanging out from April that I didn't get done. So is that thing is still an important part of the step? Assess it. Is this something I still need to get done? Or have I learned that doesn't work in my plan? You figure it out. If it's something that you need to get done, put it at the top of your list for May. It's the first thing that you're going to do before you start to do everything else. Grand rising. And then you look at the rest of May. Okay, I've got one item that I know I need to get done because I didn't finish it in April. What else am I working on in May? What else am I going to work on to fill out that month to make sure that by the end of Q2, I've accomplished this chunk of my goal? That's it. You think it, you believe it, you plan it, and then we've already moved into the do it stage because we're doing it day by day. We're taking those little activities and we are moving towards this big goal. But I'm not so focused on the big thing at the end because that can be overwhelming. I've broken it down not to the year, but to the day. Here's what I'm doing today. And our days are going to encompass a whole bunch of other things. We have a lot of other responsibilities. I actually have a full time career. I have my business, so that's why I'm showing up here every day. I coach and do mindset work with people, help them with goal setting. I host vision board parties. I have a husband. I have a 19-year-old boy that's still at home. I have the most beautiful, fabulous grandchildren that you could ever meet. So I've got a nice full life. I dance at my church ministry, and I'm a officer there. I lead at my job. I'm in the Black Business Resource Group. I'm the community liaison. So I'm constantly having to find volunteer opportunities for us to work in our community. So my plate is full. But every one of those things, for the most part, make me smile. They're things that I enjoy doing. So I have to. So the planning stage is important. I can do a lot of stuff all day long and get nothing done. I really can. And that one of the things that we've talked about before, but I see quite a few new people on this morning. So I want to share this with you guys again. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. It's hard to find somebody in this day and age who isn't busy. But just because you're doing a lot of stuff doesn't mean you're getting anything done. And you can't assess that if you don't know what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So that's why that thinking it in the very beginning and really laying out your plan and knowing what it is that you're working towards is so important, because that allows you to document the steps that are important for you to take to have the things that you want, right? So you think it, you believe it, you plan it, and you do it. But being busy, all that means is I've got a lot of stuff that I'm doing. Whereas being productive means I'm doing the right things at the right time to accomplish the goals that I have set out for myself. That's productivity. That's getting stuff done. I can be busy on my job all day long, clicking through emails, doing this, doing that, but am I accomplishing the goals that I need to accomplish, to get my job done? Maybe, maybe not. So don't get lost in busy. Busy will keep you confused. Busy will have you thinking that you are getting things done. And when all is said and done, you haven't accomplished what it is you've set out for. So you have to be clear about that. Clarity is your best friend. I'm always going to start whatever I'm talking about with clarity, with awareness, with being locked in to what's important to you. Because once you've got that, the other things can really start to fall into place, and you can make good decisions with your time, good decisions with your resources. You know if you're just being busy or if you're actually being productive and moving towards the things that you desire. So that's do it. Have that plan, break it down all the way to the day. And the other thing, and then you've got to fit it into the rest of your life. So that's where I was going before, is I've got all these things that I do. So I have to be, really clear about how I'm spending my time, or I'll do a lot of stuff and get nothing done. So we don't want to fall into the trap of busy. And then the last thing is to celebrate. You deserve to be celebrated and to celebrate yourself. You cannot wait for the cheering of the crowd. It may never come. There's a song that says sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Get into the habit of encouraging yourself. Be your own best advocate. Be your own best cheerleader. Recognize where you are and the steps that you're taking and the things that you are accomplishing. And sometimes just look yourself in the mirror and go, you sure did do that. I'm so proud of you. Remember when we used to be here and now we're here? Look how far we've come. Have those conversations with yourself. I hope that you have a community. I hope that you have people that cheer you on. I really do. But it starts with you. You have to be able to give yourself the things that you need. You have to love yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to have your boundaries, and you have to honor your boundaries, because if you don't, no one else will. So it all begins with you and how you see yourself, how you take care of yourself, how much you value yourself. And if you wonder how much you value yourself, look at how you're living your life. Are you honoring your boundaries? Are you kind to yourself? Do you put everybody else's goals and responsibilities and needs before yourself? Because if you do, without you saying it out loud, you're telling yourself that you don't really matter, that everybody else's stuff is more important than your stuff. And we model that behavior for our children. There's all kinds of people who are watching us. And I want my kids to see me. Yes, be giving. Yes, be loving. Yes, be supportive. But I want them to see me being all those things to myself first. Because if they see that, then they'll learn how to take care of themselves. And you can't give what you don't have. So if you don't love yourself, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to receive love, and it's going to be difficult for you to give it. We give some semblance of love. We have all these codependent activities, and somebody has to be around us all the time. They have to be complimenting. We have these versions of love that we've learned out of our trauma, but true love starts with you. And when you're filled with something, it's easy for you to pour it onto somebody else. So if you love yourself, if you respect yourself, if you have a life that's filled with joy, guess what's going to be coming from you? Love, respect, joy. If you are stressed, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, you're not hydrating, you're just running around all over the place solving everybody else's problems except for yourself, what's going to come from you? Even when you do the things that you do, you'll get bitter, you'll get angry, you'll get resentful, you'll be short-tempered because you're exhausted. No wonder that's what's coming out. You haven't put any of the good stuff in so long. So the caution there is, even in our goodness, even in our giving, we can go too far. And if you're not taking care of yourself, realize right now you have already gone too far. Reel it in, get still, get quiet, have a conversation with yourself, get really clear about what your needs are, and then align your life so that you have those things. And you'll be surprised at how much more giving, how much more loving, how much more joyful you are and your life will be, because with you. And that transformation is going to start here and here, the head and the heart. Getting that connection is where everything will start. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today on this Transformation Tuesday. If you truly want transformation, step one is to think it through. Remove all the constraints from your life and get really, really clear about what it is that you desire. Once you know what you want, do the work so that you believe not only that you're capable of it, but that you're deserving of it. And then once you're there, we're getting into the action part of the day. It's time to plan it out. Just develop your plan, have that big goal, and break it down to quarters, to months, to weeks, to the day. So you know what you're going to do each day to move you towards that end goal. And then you've got to do it. You have to implement your plan. If you never take action, you're still just dreaming. So you have to get to that point of implementation, and then you celebrate along the way. Celebrate those small victories, celebrate your wins, recognize yourself for taking the steps and accomplishing. And when you get to that big goal, now it's time to really celebrate. But don't forget the little milestones along the way and celebrate those. They will help you stay encouraged. They will help you build your confidence. They will help you to believe that you deserve it and that you actually can do it. You can look back and you can see how far you've come from the starting line, instead of always looking forward and going, oh my goodness, I have so far to go. You can change that mindset and look back and go, oh my goodness, I've come so far from where I started. And that will make you smile. That will energize you. That will encourage you. So we will be back tomorrow at 7:15 Central as well for Wake Up Wednesday. On Wake Up Wednesday, we talk about being intentional. So that's what tomorrow will look like. So I hope many of you will join me again. Looks like we got quite a few people here today. Good morning, Cliff. Good morning, Mother, Alicia. Good morning, Duck and Jackie. And I'm not sure if it's Sherry or if it's Cherie, but I will Slack you to, or send you a message today so we can get together. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. Good morning, Kim and Karen. Good morning, Toya. I see you made it this morning. We've had quite a few people join. All of you guys who joined in on TikTok, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you catch it later after the live, please hashtag replay so that I know that you were there. I see Derek on TikTok. Thank you for joining. Carlton, if you're out there, love you. Thank you for joining always. And we will get together again tomorrow. I did talk about the goal setting workbook a little bit. Super inexpensive, guys. I think it's $15 or less. It's not very much. It's a downloadable. I've got the link pinned to the Facebook comments so you can grab it. I also have a free online course. It's called Transforming Your Inner Critic into Your Inner Advocate. And that course is to really help you with those first two steps, the thinking it and the believing it. If for some reason you don't believe that you deserve or that you're capable, this course will help you work through that negative self-talk and begin to reframe it so that you can get out of your own way. The planet part is where the workbook comes in and can help you to, it's got a bunch of information about goal setting and what good goals look like, and then plenty of pages for you to actually do your documentation and write the big yearly goal and then walk it backwards all the way to the day. So that's all laid out for you to help you get there. If you can't find the links, they're actually in my bio. On whatever social media that you're on, you'll probably find it there. But if any of this is interesting to you, or you feel like you need help, or you'd like to spend 15 minutes with me to see if there may be a relationship that we should build to help you along the way, feel free to leave a comment or to direct message me. I will respond. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go and wish you a wonderful Transformation Tuesday. And I'll see you back tomorrow for Wake Up Wednesday. Bye, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.